Happy week 2, Pride League. This is your co-commissioner, Disabled Vigilantes, coming at you with a week 1 wrap-up and a week 2 preview. Stay with me for a second. I kind of picked the spots last week, so let's get back into my picks, right? My easiest one, me versus Sage. Check mark. We got the second one. We got Wubba Lubba Dub Dub versus Smitty. Check mark. Good job, Smitty. And then we got Bull City versus Hollywood Cole Brothers. Hollywood Cole Brothers, I kind of figured we're going to come out the gate pretty strong. Check mark. And then we had number 4, we had Griffey Cakes versus ADP. Hold up. Griffey Cakes, check mark. This is where it kind of got hairy, right? And I already said I ranked them kind of like from top to bottom, which I knew were kind of guaranteed, which I knew that kind of weren't. So this is when it starts to get kind of hairy. Scratch that. Dunder Mifflin versus Stacking Yards. Dunder Mifflin, appreciate you, boss. And then we had the mix up, right? So right now I'm what, 5-2, because I got these last two wrong, right? So we got West Coast Giants versus the Boss. I had the Boss kind of winning that, but that was a close fucking game, man. So close. But it's okay. It's okay. Giants prove me wrong. I'll take that L. And then my game of the week. Holy smokes, we had Unfuckwittable versus Classy Strippers, right? And I kind of gave that one to Classy Strippers, the co-commissioner. I figured he'd be able to come out the gates, but that's okay. Unfuckwittable did his thing, proving me wrong, winning the game of the week. Now, let's get this right? So, if we had to award a fantasy stud, which we will, I'm going to have to give that to the Hollywood Cole Brothers. We all knew that the defense was going to be stout. We all knew those big names are going to show up on week 1, no doubt. What didn't strike me as possible or as, even probable was that his offense would put up over 150 points. That got him to 300. I mean, he set the bar. That's the new bar. So we got our first fantasy stud, Hollywood Cole Brothers, week 1, setting the mark. Bow. Now, if we got a stud, you gotta have a dud. Who laid the egg this week? That's none other than Dynasty Sage. He had really good defense. I'm not even gonna hold it. He had over 100 points on defense. Really nice. He just had less than 100 points on offense. You got this porous offense. You're not going to be able to compete in this league without scoring over 125 points on offense. I almost can guarantee it. So, fantasy dud, Hollywood Cole Brothers. Fantasy stud, Dynasty Sage, my guy. It's not looking good for you this season. You got to make some wheels. You gotta make some deals. You got to get a feel for what the league is trying to do for you, my guy. Don't be at the bottom of the rung all season. It's not a good look. Speaking of all season, what's week 2 look like? Holy smokes. Are my predictions are going to be, I just expect to be above 500, fellas. That's really all it is. I just want to be above 500 and 5-2 at the moment. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about my accuracy to pick these games. Let's start off from the easiest to pick and work our way up to the game of the week, right? So, number 1, we got Agent Smith, 1-0, versus Dynasty Sage, 0-1. Now, he just came off of his lumps. Can Dynasty Sage, do the unthinkable and take this win from Agent Smith? He ain't got Neo on his team, so I'm going to say no, Agent Smith. Let's go ahead and mark that up. Number 2 game, we have Dunder Mifflin versus Wubba Lubba Dub Dub, right? Wubba Lubba Dub Dub is currently 0-1, took a pretty bad beating, but can he rebound to Dunder Mifflin? I say no. Wubba Lubba Dub Dub takes this loss, and Dunder Mifflin goes to 2-0. Now, we got number 3. We got Classy Strippers. Fell short, 0-1, kind of hurt my predictions a little bit. Going up against Griffey Cakes, 1-0. Now, this is where it's starting to get pretty hairy because I got both of these teams pretty close. But I'm taking classy strippers because you know what? Because I know that motherfucker. He gonna get it in. He's feeling, he's like Aaron Rodgers. He's like, hold up, RELAX, and that's what classy stripper is. He's relaxed to the max, and he says he's gonna flush this turd and come back with a dub. Classy strippers, check mark. Let's go ahead and get that. Number 14, we got Unfuckwittable versus Bull City. Now, Unfuckwittable came up and did. I'm not gonna. I'm picking Unfuckwittable. That man came in and did his thing. His players are ready to go. Unfuckwittable, mark it down. And the fifth game, you got none other than Disabled Vigilantes versus the Boss, who took that L last week like a champ. I had him winning that. So he's gonna probably come a little stronger against me. But hey, I'm up for the challenge all day, every day. So I got myself beating the Boss, sending that powerhouse team to 0-2, having him rethink his strategies. Checkmark, Disabled Vigilantes. Now, it's getting tougher. Game number 6, we've got ADP redacted, and then we got Stacking Yards. Another close game. Loser of this matchup immediately falls to 0-2, and the winner gets put right back into the middle of the standings to compete for this playoff spot. Who gets it? I'm picking ADP. I don't know why. It's going to be close, but I'm picking ADP. Now, we got our game of the week. Now, on the chat, on Discord, we got Hollywood Cole brothers feeling themselves a little bit, and we got the West Coast Giants 1-0 as well. Loser of this match goes to 1-1, winner 2-0. Who gets it? Hollywood Cole brothers or those West Coast Giants? I'm going to have to take Hollywood Cole brothers. I still think his defense is going to get him the insane amount of points. Those are some big names. However, I think his offense probably will taper back a little bit, but his defense will be enough to squeak out this win against the West Coast Giants. It is beautiful when I look at that man's defensive roster. However, it's anybody's game. I'm gonna give it to the Hollywood Cole brothers. They're the fantasy stud. Why wouldn't I pick the fantasy stud? Anyway, those are my predictions for week 2. I hope you guys have had a pretty decent week. Your boy out here playing 2K like it's the last thing on earth to do. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get back to it right now. But with that being said, we still got some trades going on. We got waiver wire pickups. It's getting nasty out here. Week 2, September's rolling. When we get into October, it's going to be a beast of a season. Holy smokes. Now, we got our fantasy stud, Hollywood Cole brothers, and our fantasy stud, Dynasty Sage, right? Now, I would do the week 2 power rankings just to let you guys know who I have making the playoffs as it stands, right? And it's not necessarily all the teams that won last week. That would be a little too easy, a little low-hanging fruit. But as it stands, my rankings for the rest of the season, essentially, I'm gonna start at the bottom. We got Dynasty Stage. It's terrible. I think that there's going to have to be some serious shifting to make sure that this goes right for Dynasty Stage. Next up, I got Stacking Yards. Still, not a great team, but I got them at 13. Kind of like, rounding out the bottom of this, right? And then we got Griffey Cakes. This is a step up from both Stacking Yards and Dynasty Sage, but still clinging to that bottom at number 12. We got Wubba Lubba Dub Dub at number 11. We're gonna sit that right there. He's in that same ballpark as Griffey Cakes for me. And then we got Redacted ADP 1897, a step up right there at number 10. And then we got the Boss. Hold up. We got the Boss at number 9. Unfuckwittable at number 8. We got the Hollywood Cole brothers stepping in as a playoff team. I got him at 7 for the rest of the season. And now we're going to go with who I think is number 6. I'm going to put Classy Strippers right there. I think Classy Strippers edges his way into the playoffs by the end of the year. He's sitting at that number 6 spot. And then I'm going to go ahead and say Bull City is number 5. We're going to go ahead and throw Dunder Mifflin at number 4. And then we're going to say Agent Smith at number 3. West Coast Giants at number 2. And your boy, Disabled Vigilantes, rocking your top spot in the power rankings. That's just right now as it stands as we approach week 2. All of this is up for debate and all of this is up to switch. It's pandemonium out here, guys. It's pandemonium. We're at 11 minutes on this video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, enjoying what's going on. I know I am. This shit's amazing, my guy. So, good luck to everybody in week 2. Except the boss, that motherfucker could, drop all his players for all I care. But that's all I got. And I hope everybody has a profitous week 2, except the boss. Peace.